Daylight, my envies, welcome.
The entire palace of the Ooni of Ife is in shock, looking at what Ooni of Ife recently did for Oloris Naomi. Do you know that Ooni of Ife has, brought forth a new set of security people for Oloris Naomi? They said they are called the Aafin Shield. Aafin Shield, okay? Aafin like Allah, Aafin, like Aafin, okay? Aafin, Aafin Shield. Now, they say the Aafin Shield is about the biggest in Africa. Now, the Aafin Shield was first of all discovered in Benin Republic, and they are trained in Benin Republic, and now sent to the Middle East, and now brought back to Benin Republic. So, African kings, if you have security issues in your country, you want a real security people or protocol for yourself or for your wife or for your children, the best place to get them from is from the Aafin field or Aafin shield, okay? Now, these people are trained, they are professionals and all of that, and they are so mightily expensive. Now, they come in set, like, to get an Aafin shield, they are like, the entire set, they are like 8 in numbers. So they are the ones who are to give you that protection that you want, and they give you the very best protection. You see, when Kabiyesi insisted that Naomi should return back to him, a lot of people didn't know that he had plans. Naomi was scared, and it was because of this fear that made Naomi to say she was never going to return back to the palace. And because at the time, Kabiyesi really wanted Naomi back, whether you want to stay inside palace or you don't want to stay inside palace, anywhere where you want to stay, just return back my wife. They said that was what Kabiyesi was, interested in. Right now that the ritual is completed, they said what he did was to hire the Aafin shield, and everybody is shocked. Like, how? Nobody could believe it. This is what we are hearing daylight. The entire palace has entered a new era of, power structure and silent submission. At the center of this shift is one name that no one can ignore, the Aafin shield. When the Ooni of Ife announced that Queen Naomi's security would be handled exclusively by a newly formed force known as Aafin Shield, many assumed it was just another palace bodyguard arrangement until they saw them, until they heard who they were, until they realized the weight behind the name. Aafin Shield, I know that, in fact, I know something about this kind of shield, but I never knew that they had them in Africa. Now, in 2009, 2010, I was in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. And why was I in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia? I was there because I had a small job to do. Now, the job was connected to some security people called from L Communication, who were brought forth from the US to come and train the bodyguards of the King of Saudi Arabia. So this thing that L Communication is doing in the US, where they use their, veteran soldiers to train bodyguards of kings around the globe. They have companies in Africa that are doing it. And in Benin Republic, they said the best one is the Aafin Shield, and that is where Queen Naomi's security, is coming from. Aafin Shield is not just a security team. They are a full-blown, royal tactical and spiritual protection unit, specially created, by the then king of a region in Saudi Arabia. In Benin Republic. Like a long time ago, that company has grown to become one of the biggest and the strongest in Africa. Now, Aafin in Yoruba means palace, and Shield represents defense, strength, and divine resistance. So the name Aafin Shield carries ancient weight. It revives a sacred order that once existed during the reign of ancient Yoruba monarch to guard sacred persons tied to the destiny of the land. but this time it has been resurrected for Queen Naomi alone. This elite team is handpicked, multi-layered and trained in 5 categories. Okay, Dela, right, hear me. Number one, former Nigerian and Benin Republic Special Force operative. These are men who have served under highly confidential national missions. They are trained in counter-terrorism, electronic surveillance, and high-level threat detection. These ones form the external layer of Naomi's protection. Number two, traditional Yoruba female combatants, okay, known as the Iyami Oluwa. These women are, spiritual warriors trained in both physical and metaphysical defense. They are deeply rooted in ancient Yoruba mysticism and work closely with Naomi's spiritual aura. Many say they don't talk, they observe. Their eyes alone are said to detect malice from 20 steps away. Number three, priest trained Amotokun warriors. Aafin Shield also incorporates selected Amotekun fighters who have gone through sacred rites under Ifa priests. These ones protect the spiritual environment of Naomi's quarters. They are armed not just with weapons but with incantations and rituals that ward off negative forces. Ooni is really prepared for these people this time. I love in pidgin English. All right. Shall you people say you have power? Number four, me, I will give you detail. I don't do half-baked story. I just do my story so you can understand it, right? Number four, Royal Intelligence Operative. These are undercover guards dressed like ordinary palace workers, protocol officers, or even cleaners. But their eyes and ears are everywhere. Their job is to track whispers, detect threats, and block sabotage from within. Number five, psychic, sentinels, okay? Perhaps the most mysterious part of Aafin Shield. These are individuals who operate on ancestral alert. They do not carry guns or weapons. They dream, they see, they speak warnings. It's said that before any attack or spiritual manipulation can reach Queen Naomi again, this time, these ones are bound to see visions and act before it happens. Now, I know that a lot of people will come now and tell me that, Naomi, if I hear him, Kabiyesi is a traditionalist. He believes in what he believes in, right? So when people say the Ooni loves Queen Naomi, this is not an ordinary love. This is divine, determined, strategic protection at a level never seen before in Yoruba monarchy. Now, here is what shocked the palace. The Ooni did not just form this team. He registered it under a discrete national level private protection firm that operates with clearance from high government security bodies, meaning Aafin Shield is not just place bound. It's like, in fact, they got all the authority to get them to Oloris Naomi. When the Oloris, especially Ebony and Ikpi, head of the, creation of Aafin Field for Queen Naomi, they first thought it was a joke. They smiled, but they mocked. But when they tried to visit Queen Naomi, they said something happened. But that's something I'm going to bring on the next topic, where I'll give you a full rundown of what had happened. They said they now found out that this is actually happening. They said Bonnie, felt really bad. They all felt really bad. Some were murmuring. Queen Naomi is not the only wife to the Ooni of Ife, and Ooni of Ife is doing it too much. Kabiyesi is taking it too far. Wanting. My dear, they say it's not been an easy thing. Naomi has gathered momentum again. Naomi is building. Ooni of Ife is ready to build her from the scratch. Ooni of Ife is ready to make her forget all the pain that she has gone through. Ooni of Ife is loving her every day, and they are so happy, because at the end of the day, who will not be happy? They have gone through enough trying to, be together, but people will not let them be. And Kabiyesi is trying to show the entire world that, you see this Naomi, this one is my own, this one is my wife. There is nothing anybody can do about it. And right now, they say Oloris cannot even talk because they don't even know what to say anymore. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.